Hey, it's Jamila, and I'm back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little bathroom forgot your phone crossword. It's an acrylic sheet, and you just use dry erase marker to find the words that are on the puzzle. And if you want to learn how to make this, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any Cricut, Adobe, or Sublimation tutorials. All right, let's get started. The first thing you do is obviously you're going to cut the design out. I am offering this design for free on my blog. The link is down below. You just have to sign up for my email newsletter to get it. But you're going to cut it mirrored because we are placing it on an acrylic tile. And then the way I weed this, because it's so tiny, is I rip it off like a band-aid or like a wax strip. And that just seems to work out a little bit better as far as getting everything off. Once you get all the bigger pieces off, you're going to want to go in and check and double check the all of those little letters to see if there are pieces left on the insides of the letters, and go ahead and pull those out. I'll also link what I'm weeding it with. This is the Sizer or Caesar. No, it is not Caesar. It's 651 vinyl pen. So I will link that also, and it's just like a little. This project only took about 30 minutes from start to finish, even with all the weeding. Not too bad, and it's a cute little talking piece for when you have company over. After you've gotten everything weeded and you're sure you've gotten all the vinyl off that you don't need, the next thing we're going to do is transfer it over to our acrylic sheet. And the way I do that is I like to cut my transfer sheet to the size, to the exact size that I need it. Most people do that, but yeah, that's what I do. Cut it to the exact size that I needed. And here you can see I actually lost a couple letters and I was able to find it. So what I recommend is for you to cut a few extra, just random letters. That way you can replace letters that you lose while weeding. So to transfer, as I said, cut a piece of transfer tape that is the same size as your transfer and place it on there. I had a little trouble because I shouldn't have taken all the paper off at one time. You should and slowly remove the paper instead of exposing the entire transfer sheet and then trying to place it on there. But once I got it on, I varnished it or brandished it or however you say it, basically rubbed it really good on each side using my little scraper. And then I peeled the transfer backing from the design as opposed to removing the design from the transfer backing. From there, I began the process of transferring. Now, to make this a lot easier, I took a piece of parchment paper and placed it in between the acrylic sheet and my transfer. And that way I was able to line it up before actually sticking it onto the. You don't want your parchment paper to cover the entire sticky area. You want to leave it as much exposed as, or you want to leave a little bit exposed to be able to stick to the acrylic sheet. And this just makes the transfer process easier. The parchment paper does not stick to the sticky part of the design. So your acrylic sheets are going to have a thin layer of plastic film over each side, and that just kind of helps avoid scratches. And before you start working with it, you want to make sure that you peel off that film and then get everything lined up as I am here. Once you have everything lined up the way you want it, you can go ahead and pull the parchment paper backing off slowly as you work through using your scraper to scrape it onto the acrylic sheet. Now, the way I did this is I just scraped I pulled the parchment paper a little bit and then scraped to get the design transferred over to my acrylic sheet. And once you have it completely adhered to your acrylic sheet, pull the transfer layer down and back, and you'll see me do it in the video. And that's basically to minimize losing more letters. You just want The last thing I did to finish up this project was to paint over the back. And the reason why I did that, although it's optional, is to make it a little bit easier to see the letters when the word search is being worked. It's kind of hard to see with the clear acrylic, so there's really no design. I just kind of paint it back and forth on it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little Cricut home decor project. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and hit the little bell notification. You do not want to miss anything that I have coming this year. I have a lot of stuff planned.